Good day, I am Johnny Florentino. So this is CRI 318 Forensic Question Document Examination. I am under the code 309 evening class. So in this video, I am going to present certain topics such as handwriting analysis, factors that influence handwriting, individuality of handwriting examination, general characteristic of handwriting form, and lastly, the classes and types of handwriting. So before I proceed to those topics I've mentioned, let us first define what is handwriting. So handwriting is a free-form activity, and there are infinite number of ways to write even the simplest letter combination. So handwriting can be described as a formulation of letters, characters, or symbols using a writing implement or instrument such as pen, according to a recognizable pattern which is designed to communicate with another person. So one basic premise of handwriting is that there are no two persons write exactly the same. So I'll further explain this later on. So let's proceed. Handwriting analysis. So what do we mean when we say handwriting analysis? So the science of handwriting analysis was developed based on the idea that no two individuals can generate or produce exactly the same writing, and that even an individual cannot perfectly reproduce or duplicate his own handwriting, otherwise known as variations. So variations are naturally occurring differences in a person's handwriting. So handwriting analysis entails a thorough comparison or a comprehensive comparison of a question document with the known handwriting of a suspected writers. So which only means that both the question document and other known specimens' habit, characteristics, and individualities scrutinized or examined for their similarities and differences. When it comes to handwriting, there are endless number of ways to create even the simplest letter combination because first of all, it is a free-form activity. Though thousands of people master the same writing system, which leaves its mark on a class of writers such as impressions or influence, does not result in slavish uniformity at all. So, no two people precisely alike or no reproduction of a handwriting can accurately duplicate all of the characteristics of original writing. Even within the same paper, like a person's handwriting will vary slightly due to the fact that no one can write like a machine. Like, for example, if a person signs a page of signatures, like each one will be really somewhat different if you examine it. So next, there are characteristics that are unique to a certain individual. It is a combination of individual characteristics that distinguishes a person's handwriting as being his or hers. If there is any duplication of a certain writing or signature, it only means that there's an indication of forgery. So forgery comprises modifying a genuine document's content in any material part, falsely making or significantly modifying something with the purpose of defrauding or to defraud. So let's proceed to the factors that influence handwriting. So mechanical factors such as the writing instrument, as what I've said earlier, such as pen, the quality of the paper, the writing surface, the position of the writer when writing, like standing, sitting, and so on, poor lighting, and other unsatisfactory conditions. Next, time span. So the child's handwriting changes dramatically upon reaching adolescence. Adults continue to gradually change their handwriting over the course of his life. The elderly's handwriting skill may decline due to impaired coordination and loss of muscle control. So many changes takes place as we grow older, and the aging process reduces one's skills level. We might develop tremor due to the loss of muscle control, so the legibility are affected. The writing lacks uniformity since coordination is impaired. Next, health, such as illness and injuries, medication substance abuse, physical handicaps, severe stress, and long-term debilitating illness. So, like for example, you are, let's say, a person is having a diabetes, and his hands are really affected. So, if holding a pen is too much for that person, how much more if that person were going to write? So it will be too hard already. That's why it is indeed a factor that influences handwriting. Next one is blindness. Poor eyesight can interfere with one's handwriting ability, of course. I mean, if you're blind or if you have poor eyesight, how would you able to write clearly? How would you able to write very well? So it is indeed a factor. Next, mental health. Writing of mentally ill people may deteriorate into illegibility. Mental depression affects the handwriting but does not diminish or destroy the habitual characteristics. So if you're not mentally well, so you're not having the focus, or you're not have the ability to concentrate very well, so your handwriting would definitely be affected. Drugs and medication. Undesirable side effects can distort handwriting, of course. Drugs and medications has undesirable side effects, so it can distort handwriting. Alcohol and drug abuse. So alcohol reduces inhibitions, so that's why when a drunk person's write, it causes its handwritings to be larger, in a larger size, so more rapid and stirred handwritings. Alcoholism causes uncontrolled muscular movement, jerking, and tremor, like this. So drug abuse can alter handwriting as well. So accidental strokes, aberrations that occur as a result of transitory incidents such as someone bumping the writer's arm or a crab on a table under the writing paper. Guided hand occurs when the writer gets support from another person when attempting to write, rare and usually involves the infirm. So when a person is writing and someone interfere or intervene is him doing handwriting, so of course it would be a hindrance for him if someone's guiding him. Tremor in handwriting. Involuntary rhythmic and recurrent movement of the pen from side to side. Instant changes from the desired direction of the pen lines attributed to nervous impulses affecting the muscles, indicating loss of control of the pen, like what I did earlier. Like you're holding a pen and you're having tremor in your hands. Like for example, it's the paper, so like this. If you're having tremor, so it goes like this, like that. So it will definitely affect someone's handwriting. So next is handwriting examination. Handwriting examination involves the analysis of several handwriting characteristics such as letters and word spacing, speed, the position of the pen, capitalization, slope or slant, legibility, and many other attributes. It is a form of comparison between two or more pieces of writing where experts look for potential similarities or differences to determine whether they were written by the same person. Handwriting examination enables document examiners to distinguish a forged handwriting from the genuine one. So this helps them confirm or exclude suspects from the investigation. So in handwriting examination, there are three phases. The first one is the recognition of handwriting characteristic. So to detect diverse characteristics, an analysis of both known and unknown writing samples is required. So examiners look for distinguishing features such as word and letter spacing, word and letters length, letter size, and proportionality. So unusual letter forms, flourishes, and other distinctive characteristics as well. Second, comparison of handwriting characteristics. So a comparison between elements from the known sample and elements from the unknown sample is performed in the next phase. So spelling, grammar, punctuation, and phraseology are all taken into consideration by the examiner. And the last one, evaluation of handwriting characteristics. So known and unknown samples are evaluated for their similarities and differences in the final phase. So every resemblance must be considered. A decision must be made in each case by the examiner after a thorough assessment of all the relevant information. Next one is the general characteristics of handwriting form. Letter form. This includes curves, slants, the proportional size of letters, the slope of writing, and the use and appearance of connected lines or links between letters. So as you can see there in the screen, there are pictures presented. You can see the difference really. Like if your handwriting is in large size, in medium size, or in small size, you can really see their differences. And even the connected writing and disconnected writing as well. Next is the line form. This includes how smooth and the dark the lines are, which indicates how much pressure the writer applies while writing and the speed of the writing. So again, as you can see in your screen, there's pictures presented there. So you can see really if the writer is applying heavy pressure, medium pressure, or light pressure on those pictures, right? Yeah. Next one is the formatting. This includes the spacing between letters, the spacing between words, the placement of words on a line, and the margins a writer leaves empty on a page. As what I've shown on the picture, that there were large word spacing, narrow word spacing. Yeah. You can really clearly see their differences. And of course, the classes and types of handwriting. You can see the picture of the black or printed. Yeah, there are letters and the words are connected. They were somewhat like what you call this? Like super alike, right? And the letters, the words are proportionally aligned as well. Scripted. Scripted handwriting is, yeah, in the middle one. Yes. The letters and the words are separated, so a specimen of writing characterized by disconnected strokes. So they were not connected. You can really see it in the middle. Cursor writing, so the letters, of course, in the words are connected. Next one is the legible. When we say legible, so the letters and words are easy to be deciphered, so easy to see. The writing is clear, sharp, and precise. And the middle one, when we say illegible, it's the exact complete opposite of legible. It's totally unreadable. You can clearly see in the middle naman. Next one is the calligraphy or calligraphic writing. So it's beautiful, right? Yes, and that's the art of beautiful handwriting. Next one is cacographic. The, when we say cacographic, it's bad handwriting or having a poor penmanship. So it's the exact opposite of calligraphy or calligraphic. And lastly, the disguise writing. So, writing specimen that is executed deliberately with an attempt to alter the usual writing habits in the attempt to conceal the identity of someone that executed the writing. So, disguised handwriting is the willful modification of a person's natural writing for the purpose of concealing identity. So, there were in the picture you can clearly see that there are two different writings. The left one, that's the natural writing. The right one, that's the disguise writing. That's the example of disguise writing. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of my presentation. I hope you learn or gain something from it. Thank you. Thank you for watching.